Get started. Welcome, everyone. Ageless Balance. I am Ron. Seated and standing core is the order for today. And let's start out getting our posture. Ears over shoulders over hips. See, we haven't done this since last week, so you might have forgotten what neutral posture is, although we do it every week, pretty much every time. But just in case, it's always a good reminder to get started again. You want to bring those shoulder blades back, squeeze them together, release, and don't let them go forward. Don't let the chin come back down to the chest. You want to be right here. Chin is up. You're looking out in front of you with the shoulders right underneath the ears, stacked on top of the hips. So you've got this little curve right down here in the lower part of the back, that lower lumbar, just a little bit of curve. That's the neutral. That's the natural place it should be. If you roll your shoulders back with the chest out, not natural, you're stretching out the chest, you're tightening up the back. You don't want to do that. You want to have as much area through the lungs to breathe as possible. And that's what this is right here. All right, roll the shoulders back just a little bit. We will be using the shoulders because we'll be moving our arms. So if you're going to move your arms, usually the shoulder is a part of that. It's a component. Shoulders are a component in every movement. Up on the way up, roll them over, down on the way down. You want to get that rotation within the socket as well as through the arm. All the way up, and let's go the other direction. Start out small. Go with the circles that are your circles, the ones that your shoulder says, yeah, that's a circle I can do. If it says it's not a circle you can do, don't do it. Let the shoulder guide you on this one. And around one more time. Up and back down. Let's go with the rotation. Just a nice easy hand on the outside of the thigh. Taking that back hand, let's try turning the chair so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, shoulders back. You want to make those shoulder blades go back on this one. You want to open up the chest as much as you can. Spine is in neutral. We're going to rotate. So don't let the chin come to the chest and put extra strain on those muscles. You know, just come around, rolling the back shoulder only, or front shoulder, leading shoulder. Around the one that's around the backside. Okay, you know which one. And bring it back again. All of the movement happens through this, the lead shoulder. So as you have that arm back, this front arm stays right where it is. You just take that shoulder and roll it back, bring the chest around at the same time, keeping the chin over the chest through the rotation. If you feel anything in the lower back at all, roll those shoulder blades back one more time, get the chest out, and come back to center. If that lower back hurts, stop. Just stop. Don't go that deep. All right, you're going to do a side bend, so hand up over the side. Up, up, up and at 'em, up and over. Ear on the inside of the arm. You want the arm, the ear, the spine, all in alignment. Head up so that you're not crunching, leaning forward and rotating at the same time or bending. You want to just come right up over the top. Those vertebrae will come right over to the side, stacking on the one side and stretching on the other, not grinding into the other ones. And other side. I need to find something that's an example of if you just bend as compared to bending and twisting at the same time. So you can have a good way to dramatize that to show you so you can see what happens when you try to do two things with the spine at the same time. I'll look for something. I will. I'm going to do that. All right, what are we doing next? We're taking and coming back on the chair. So scooch back here. Get the middle thigh, middle hamstring, middle of the thigh on the front of the chair, hands on the chest, and just small movement back. You're going to lead with your shoulders on this one. So it's kind of a arch yourself back by starting with the shoulders, not the head. The shoulders roll back and down, not very far. And then start to exhale as you come back up. So you want to get that hard exhale in there. You want to force as much air out of the lungs as possible. As you go back, 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 and up. Do it again. Make sure you're keeping those shoulder blades back. As you're doing this, maybe you can touch the back of the chair, maybe not. And back up. Your body's going to tell you what's right and what's wrong. So if you start to go back and the shoulders roll forward, middle of the back is hitting first, you're putting all kinds of strain on the lower back. You've lost your form. You want to stay upright. Keeping that spine in neutral. Tap, and exhale, coming forward. 2 more, back. So as you start to use those core muscles a little more, they get warmed up. You'll find that it's a lot easier. You can go back a lot farther. Back, when I say a lot, I mean like an inch, which, okay, it's not a lot, but it seems like a lot. All right, forward, same thing, hands on the chest, keep them right there. We're just gonna lean forward just a little bit in that hip hinge. So for this, I brought my seat up on the seat, coming closer to the edge of the chair. Back out, and then exhale, and back up. We're using these muscles in the back chain here, the glutes, the lower back to bring us back up again, but keep the shoulder blades back. If you roll forward as you come back, you're putting all sorts of stress all the way down the spine. Anytime the chin comes down to the chest, you're stretching those muscles out all the way down the back, not in a good way. So keep the shoulder blades back, stay neutral, exhale as you come up. One more time, down. Feet are flat on the floor, knees, toes forward. You're looking right straight in front of you. And then exhale, bringing yourself back up. So we're going to do both. We're going to go back, and then we're going to go forward. Start small. Just get a feel for this first. Shoulder blades are back. Exhale, bring yourself up to center, and then hip hinge back. Exhale, bring yourself up. Breathe in right here, and then exhale again. Tightening the core. See if you can get back a little farther. Find that spot as you're going front to back where you just absolutely can't hold it anymore. And then come back in half an inch. Try to get yourself out as far as you can, both back, keeping the shoulder blades back, feet on the floor, and exhale forward. Hold there with that hip hinge one more time. Bring it on back. Stop. Re-engage. To the front, like that. Back up in the chair just a little bit. So put your shoulders against the back of the chair. Hold on, or put the palms down into the chair. And we're going to extend the legs out, both legs. With the hands down, you're going to roll those shoulder blades back using the hands as a kickstand. Putting the weight in the palm of the hands with the upper back on the chair, both legs extended. Bring one foot in, squeeze, do that exhale, and back out. What you'll feel is as you push the air out of the lungs, these core muscles are tightening it up to drive the diaphragm up. You're going to feel these lower abs really engaged to roll that hip forward. Pelvic tilt. Pelvic tilt. Let's try again. Make sure you're not leaning forward. So as you're bringing that knee up, don't let the chin come to the chest and lean into it. You want to keep yourself back here. Make these muscles work in the front. Front of the hip, lower stomach. A couple more times. Stay on the same side. Nice and slow. Make sure you get all the air out of the lungs before you extend back out again. Check your posture. I was starting to lean back into it. Get the shoulder blades back. I put the elbows right on the back of the chair to give me a little extra boost to get the shoulders out or get the chest out. And bring it in. And extend back out. We are going to the other leg. It's the one on the other side. Find your posture first, Ron. Do that. Okay, here we go. And back out. Nice and slow, nice and easy. Take your time with it so you're driving that heel out. Again, in. And back out. You want to feel these muscles from the belly button all the way down to the top of the leg. All of them engage. Bringing that hip or bringing that leg in and rolling that pelvis up. Because when you get yourself up, when you're standing, these are the muscles you use. Keeping that core tight when you bend over so that your back stays straight as you go down. Hip flexors also work for picking that leg up when you walk. One more time. Right there. and back out. All right, coming back on the chair just a little bit. We're going to start out with nice and easy into a march. Shoulder blades back, chest is out. Lift the leg up just a little bit and back down. Heel comes up first, off the ball of the foot, lift and drop. Up and back down. Trying to bring that knee up just a little higher each time. Again, get that exhale in there. Really drive the air out of the lungs. Using the muscles in the core, tighten them up, squeeze them like you're going to get punched. Oh. And back down. Taking your time. So don't just pick it up and let momentum do it. Plus, the thing I noticed first time, as soon as I started lifting those legs fast, my lower back was feeling it because I couldn't maintain my posture of shoulder blades back as I was doing it. So I want to strengthen those muscles up by taking this slow. And down. Up. Squeeze and back down. If you need to, grab onto the back of the chair. Don't grab onto it. Just wrap the fingers lightly so that you cue yourself to keep those shoulder blades back. And then let go. Once you have that feeling of lifting those legs up without the upper back rolling down or the lower back starting to straighten out, keeping that little curve in the lower part of the back, let go with the hands. Keep them right there if you need them. But what I like to do is feel it when I'm in the right posture, using an aid, and then letting go of the aid and doing the same thing and making sure that it feels exactly the same as when I had my hands on the back of the chair. Up, up, whoo, and back down. That was fun, right? Here we go, back on the chair. Hands on the back of the chair, shoulder blades back, legs extended. So what we're going to do is go into a march now. So it's up and back, out, in and out. So bringing that knee up just a little higher like we did in the march, same thing. Squeeze and back out, and then alternate without letting the torso twist. Keeping the shoulder blades out. And what you want to do is see if you can start to let go of the chair, keeping the back straight as you do this tuck. This one's hard. If you need the chair, use it. The other thing you can do is let go of the chair and come up. Don't sit so far back. This is what makes it really hard right here. It's where you start getting into problems with the lower back. Bring yourself upright a little more. So here's full seated with the feet in, just a little bit out. Heels out just a little bit, back just a little, back just a little bit, back, and up. And extend, up, and out. So now we're working more of those lower abs, having to do a lot more work, plus the whole upper back and lower back is doing all the work to hold you in this neutral position right here. Up and out, up and out, and down. Hands here, right here. Shoulders on the shoulders, palms on the shoulders, opposite side. Nice and easy first. Feet stay flat on the floor, knees and hips stay in alignment. Concentrate on this right here, the bottom chain, the lower chain, all pointing forward. We're going to roll just the shoulders, keeping the chin over the chest, coming around to the side. Exhaling as you do. And back to the center. You should feel these muscles working between the hips and the ribs on the outside, those oblique abs. Other side. The rotational abdominal muscles, the ones that get those shoulders around. And back to center. Again, it's an exhale as you come around. And back in. Concentrate on the knees and the hips. You don't want to feel any movement. I'm exaggerating it here, but if the knees come down, you're going to feel the butt start to turn. Heels or the feet are going to come up on the sides. You don't want any of that, not even letting the knees just drop out. Just the shoulders. One more each side. And back. Other side. And in, arms down. Shake that out. Feet apart. Right here. We're going to go into a hip hinge. Hands on the thighs, down between the legs, shoulder blades are back, palms pushing into the legs, driving the shoulder blades back. So scapular retraction, feel those shoulder blades together there, and then push back up. Use the hands, use the hands. Don't hurt that lower back. We're just getting into this exercise. Every time we go into new exercise, we're using new muscles. We want to make sure that we warm them up first. So right here, back is straight. And push up. See if this time you can not push down on the thighs. Keep the hands there if you need it. What you're just preventing against is the chin coming down to the chest, shoulders rolling forward. So keep the back straight with that little curve in the lower part of the spine, and then just exhale. And if you've got that, we're right here, going down between the legs. Right straight down, back stays straight. Feel the stretch in the inner thighs, and then we're going to go exhale and bring yourself back up. It is so easy. It is so easy to come out of that hip hinge when you're doing that exhale and tightening up the core muscles. You are making that whole torsion, or that this part of your body tight. And again, it's a torso. One more time. Down here. Stop and exhale to bring yourself back up. We're going to do that again, but now we're going to add that twist we did with the shoulders. So we're going to go into that hip hinge, not very far, and then rotate. Chin, chest, coming around, feet planted solidly, knees don't roll, nothing moves except that shoulder girdle. Around. Back to the middle and up. So if you were on the floor, this would be a cross crunch, working lower abs, upper abs, and obliques when you make that rotation. Bring yourself back up using the muscles in the lower back, strengthening those up. One more time each side, coming right straight down. Full stop. Rotate. Back to the center. Don't come up as you're rotating. If you roll your shoulders forward at all, if that chin comes down to the chest, at the same time that you're rotating, you're taking those vertebrae and you're just pushing them into each other and then turning them at the same time. Not what you want to do. Other side. And up. Feet together, hands right here. We're not done with that yet. Remember that march we did? Bring it back. Bring it on back. Foot up, shoulder blades back with that rotation. In and down. All of this is working in front of the hips by not letting anything turn here. That leg stays up, right where it is, knee toe pointed forward, and then rotate the shoulders. Bring it around. Back to the middle and down, other side. When you slow it down like this, you do so much better maintaining your form so that you don't get hurt. You start to speed this up, and then the torso starts bending and twisting at the same time. Not what we want. That knee comes out to the side, you start stressing out those muscles that run horizontally around the lower back. And down, one more time each side. And in, up, back, and down. We're halfway through. Grab a drink of water. We're gonna stand. We're gonna stand and use the chair now. Using the chair now. It's been warm here. We've been in the upper 90s all week. It's beautiful. It's so nice. Love it. I love it. Hand on the chair. Let's start out with posture. First thing you want to do is hand is on the chair, as an aid only. If you don't need it, hover the hand over the chair. Don't grab onto it. And especially don't lay into the chair. Don't take your weight, shift it all into the chair, and then just kind of lean there and lift your legs around. You want to make sure that you've got that back upright, always in neutral position. You want to strengthen all the muscles in that neutral position to keep you there automatically. Once they're strong in that space, you're going to be there. That's automatically where they're going to go. So we're going to start out with just an easy march, toe up and back down. Remember, you want the shoulder blades back, chest out, little bend in the knees in both legs. Heel comes up, toe comes up, balance for just a count. Up and back down, opposite arm with the opposite leg. What you'll notice is as you go to lift this leg up, you're going to weight shift over that stationary leg. Whoa. You want to find that balance, foot flat on the floor. Knee has a little bit of a bend in it, but I'm working that ankle, those muscles in the lower leg constantly to get that foot flat on the floor. Up. There's always adjustment happening there. Hold and back down, other side. Opposite arm, opposite leg makes it so much easier. Up. But if you need the chair, right there, you got it next to you. Up and back down. One more time. Up and back down. Now, hand lightly on the chair to start out. Single leg as high as you can get it. Up, stationary leg. Foot's flat on the floor. Knee has a little bit of a bend in it. You're stacked right over that leg, picking that other leg up. Knee comes up. Check the alignment. You always want to be aligned. Anytime, if you're walking and you have this heel that comes in or toe that goes out or the hips swing from side to side, every joint on the lower half of your body is being just crushed every time you do that side to side. You want them stacked so that you've got equal distribution of the weight all the way around the joint. And then tap the toe, control it when it goes down. Stationary leg, little bend in the knee, foot flat on the floor. Bring that knee up as high as you can get it, keeping the shoulder blades back. Feel the muscles working in the front of the hip. As you do this, you're going to start feeling those quadriceps working as well. Muscles in the front of the thigh. Up. Only come up as high as is right for you. Need to make that into a t-shirt. Up. Wherever that point is. If you go too far, what's going to happen is you're going to start leaning forward, chin to chest. You're out of alignment. Your weight forward, it's going to put you at a risk of falling, and you're putting all sorts of strain on the lower back. And back down one more time. Tap the toe. Bring it up. Squeeze it. Feel those muscles working there before you let go. And back down. Both legs are tired when I do that. Like I'm lifting right here, right in front of the hip. Lower abs are really feeling it. On the other side, the glutes. These muscles on the outside holding that hip straight. All right, here we go. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick up the pace. The Pace Pecani sauce. I am not sponsored by Pace. I just said that. Tap the toe. Bring it up. Tap, tap, tap. I make my own salsa, so I can't promote anybody's but my own. But you can buy. No. I have a hard enough time just making enough for me. Tap. It's amazing. There's people who spend like all their time in their kitchen here making tamales or tacos or tortillas. Tap. Any of the sauces. You can go to any of the bake sales, craft sales, things like that. At all of the craft sales and events like that, there's always hot sauces and all sorts of good food too. All right, what are we doing next, you ask? Yes, I am asking that. We're going to come down on the side. So arms down, right next to the side, ear over shoulder, over hip, knee, ankle. That is the alignment. That's the stack. That's putting your body in a neutral position. And coming down on the side. When you first start walking, Nice and low to the ground, little tiny legs down there. This is how you are. Come down on the same side. Again, exhale as you come down. And back up. Neck stays straight. Don't let it come down ear to shoulder. Again, obliques outside of the core. Squeeze. And bring it back. One more time on that side. Down. And back up. To the other side you go. And up. Stay on that side. Come up slow, because as you're coming up, you're working those muscles on the opposite side. They're contracting to bring you up. As you lean down on this side, you want those muscles working there. You don't have to go way down. Just this move to the side. Spine stays straight. You don't have to drop down. With that exhale, you're going to feel these muscles engage. The other thing you want to do is take that shoulder on the side you're going down on and roll it down toward the hips. Feel the muscles working on the outside of the back, all the way down the side, shoulder blade down to hip. That's all part of the core. All the way around the torso. That's all core. One more time. And up. We're going to go forward this time. So arms out front. And just as you exhale, you're going to roll the shoulders out. Not the whole chest is going to go out. You roll the shoulders out. Exhale. All the air out. And you're going to feel the muscles from the belly button up to the rib cage as they contract, bringing the shoulders forward instead of pulling you down and bending the back. This is how you can strengthen up these muscles, top half, those upper abs, without hurting the spine, without having those pains anywhere from the middle of the back down to the lower back. And back in one more time. And in. Hands right here. Little bend in the knees. Feet shoulder width apart. We got water. We're good. I had to make sure I gave you a water break. I forgot. All right. So right here. First off, down on the side. And up. And then forward. And up. What you can start doing with this is hip hinging out, butt out, knees stay over the ankles, and back up, and then to the other side. So you don't want to go down and around. This isn't rolling. This is down on the side, back up in the middle. Hip hinge here, doing that upper abs, just pushing the butt out, coming down, and then squeeze glutes, bring it back up, and then down on the other side. Back up to the middle. And up to the side. And up. Rotation. Keep your hands right there. Don't go anywhere. Chin over chest, just like we did seated. Shoulders are the only thing that move. So as you start to go, those knees are going to want to follow. These muscles are tight. They want to just pull everything with it. It's so much easier. Make all of these muscles work through the thighs, through the hips, to hold the hips forward as you turn the upper half of the body. And bring it back, other side. So I say upper half of the body. Really, the only thing that's turning are the shoulders. They say don't turn anything below the hips. It's true, but the only place you get movement through the shoulders or through the back is in the middle of the back. So you're really not moving anything below the middle of the back. And up, force those hips into place. One more time on the other side. And back to center. Holding on to the chair. We did that leg lift thing. Remember that? Knee closest to the chair, bring it up. I want one hand on the chest, use the chair on the other side, and do the same thing. So you're going to lift it up, do that rotation, and bring it back down, staying on this side. Up, knee stays straight. Don't let it curl in or roll out. And back. You're working all these muscles by not letting that leg move. With the exhale, you should also feel that pelvic tilt happening. So as you bring that leg up, you get just a little more raise because you can feel the back stretch out. That lower lumbar stretches out just a little bit. That pelvis rolls up as these muscles tighten up, bringing it up. That's where you want the strength, right here, putting the spine in its neutral position. All right, one more time. Up. And the stronger these muscles are, the more this will protect the lower back. And back down, other side, same thing. Because you're not going to be putting yourself in a bend and a twist at the same time. If these are strong, you're going to be doing the right thing. You're going to be keeping yourself in alignment and keeping that back straight as you bend and as you turn. All right. Hand down the chest. Leg up. Remember, you're not leaning into their chair. It is just there to keep you from falling over. It's an aid. It's an assist. Not a crutch. And bring it back. Couple more. Knee up. Exhale with that rotation. Bring it in. And back down. Last one. Up. In and down. All right. Stepping out to the other side. Leg out. I want you to bring that knee up and across. So here's what we're looking on this one, is not turning the hips. So you're not rolling the entire hips around to the side like that. You're taking that leg, lifting it, and then within the hip socket, rotate. Knee in, heel out, cross body as much as you can, and then step back out again. Feel the muscles work on this opposite side. These glutes are working really hard to not let your hips roll out. So it's up, across, and back down. And one more time, up, across, and back down. You should feel these muscles working along the front of the hip, inner thigh, groin muscles on the moving side, and then on the stationary side, all these muscles on the outside of the hip. Other side we go. Same thing. You got stationary leg, toe, knee, hip pointed out front. They continue to stay pointed out front. Got a little bend in that knee. Knee up. Bring it across and reach out. Tap the toe. So don't plop down and move the whole body out to the side. Control these muscles. Keep them tight. You are in complete control through the whole thing. I say you tell the muscles what to do. They don't tell you where they're going to go or what they're going to do. That's why you go slow. Working those fine motor muscles, controlling that movement, keeping it smooth all the way through, knowing where every muscle, where every joint is in your body, what it's doing. One more time, up. And what they're not doing, and back. If you take it slow, you have time to think about all of that. All right. So stepping away from the chair a little bit, we're going to bring that leg across, arm up, hand on the chest. For me, left arm, right shoulder, right knee is going to come up and across as I rotate the torso and then back out again. So it's up and in, cross body. Take your time with this. Chin follows chest. And back forward. Knee up, knee in. At the same time, rotating just the shoulders. And back down. Feel all the work that's happening on the outside of your torso, outside of the hip. Inner thigh pulling in, other hip, We got everything engaged here. One more time. Up and back out. To the other side we go. Then we got a drink of water in our future. I can use it. First thing, hand up, opposite shoulder. So normally we do this, we do this. And I like this because it keeps the shoulder blades back, chest out. Shoulders get really tired though. I had somebody tell me that that was kind of a problem, keeping the arm up all the time like that. So we're adjusting accordingly. Step away from the chair. We're gonna put the foot out, bring it up and across body, and out. So bringing this up and across is a little easier than lifting, turning, and then doing that crunch and back down. This is just a nice, easy. Your heel is always out. The knee is always pointed in. Rotation. If you want, set it down flat, lift, external rotation. Knee comes up, exhale, feel that hip roll up and back out. So you want to feel this all the way through the core, all of these ab muscles. Up, in, bring it across. Everything is engaged right here. Knees working this way using these muscles. Torso's going that way using these muscles. And back out again as you come back. One more time. And back out again. Grab a drink of water. We're going to set down. We're going to set ourselves down on the chair. So we really worked from right below the butt, right below the hips, right below the pelvis there, the very top of the leg, up to the rib cage. That was where most of our focus was, because that's the core, basically, base of the pelvis, the pelvic floor, all the way up to the diaphragm right here at the bottom of the lungs, or the bottom of the rib cage. All right, shoulders back, grab onto the back of the chair, accentuate this move, accentuate the positive, grab on, take the fingers, pull the shoulder blades back just a little bit. As you lean forward, stretching out the chest, front of the shoulders. Deep breath in and exhale as you come forward, hands to the thighs, roll the shoulders forward. Exhale as you do. And one more time, take it back, cat-cow, seated. Deep breath in through the nose, stomach out, force the air out. Rolling the shoulders around, don't bring the chin to the chest. Don't do that. Around, feel like great stretch through the upper back of the shoulders, and bring yourself back up to center, feet apart. That hip hinge, we're doing it again. Just because from lower back, and we did work lower back, just go right straight down. Deep breath in, exhale. Don't let the chin come down. Don't let the neck get out of alignment. No chin to chest. And then push up through the hands. And this time we're going to take the hands straight down first. Roll the shoulder blades back. Drop them down toward the hips. And then reach underneath the chair as you keep the spine straight. Coming down. Stretch inner thighs back. Lower back all the way up to the neck. Hands on the thighs, bring them out, and then push yourself back up again, not using the head, shoulders, upper back to do the lifting, because that really is just your lower back doing the lifting. And that is not a good thing. Shake that out. Rotation, should be able to get a little farther this time. Excuse me. I'm going to put that hand back on the back of the chair, front arm against that outside of the thigh, keeping the front part of the body straight right up front as you rotate that back shoulder. So what you're doing is you're bringing those shoulders, they're kind of at a 90 here, bring them into a 180, into a straight line. but keep the chin up and back. If your chin's coming down at all, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. It is. It's going to do that. Up, shoulders back, chest out, and rotate. Bring it around and bring it back. Fingers intertwined, palms away. Up toward the ceiling. Got those shoulder blades back. You want to get it back here. Really drive those shoulders back so you've got that hyperextension through the spine. Deep breath in. We're going to go down on the side. So by having the arms up right next to the head, all the way pointed toward the ceiling, now we can do a side bend without having to worry that we're going to put any pressure on the vertebrae. By twisting them as we bend. Use that top hand to pull you back up again. We're going to go down to the other side. Same thing. Drop in. Keep the ear up in the inside of the upper arm. Exhale. Use that hand to bring you up to the center. And drop the arms down. Shake that out. We don't have time. So when we're done here, make sure you stretch the hamstrings and the calf muscles, the back of the legs, you know, the toe up and then relax the toe. Do that. Do those a few times before you're done completely. But I want to get you out of here on time. So we're going to take hands underneath, reaching across, laying on top of the thighs, arms out to the sides, shoulder blades are back, chest is out. This is great cueing to get you. This is how you should always get up. Deep breath in when you get to the top. Through the nose, push the stomach out and then exhale. Coming down on top of the thighs again. Get as much pressure on the abs as you can, pushing that air out of the lungs. And then arms out to the side, shoulder blades back. Sweep up to the top. In through the nose, stomach out, exhale as you bring the arms down. Roll them around. We're good. Thank you.